The first part of the Indigenous people's mine closure and rehabilitation project took place from January 26th to February 14th, 2025 at Gulkula in Northern Territory, Australia. The goal of this Train the Trainer programme was to provide hands-on training in a commercial bauxite mining operation. This was to build knowledge in mine rehabilitation and closure planning, as well as assessment and monitoring methods, so that Indigenous people can effectively contribute to discussion and improve mine rehabilitation practices, so that free, prior and informed consent is implemented in mine closure planning. This included a mix of in-field training to learn about and participate in each step of the process, and then to discuss in a workshop setting what was learned and how that supports mine closure requirements.
So we're all here at the Gulkula mine to do the mine rehabilitation. We're trialling different techniques and different ways of putting trees and other plants back in the ground. So this is about healing the land, working together, sharing knowledge with each other and understanding how the rehabilitation works. And in some ways we're trying to copy nature.
Using the help of tractors to plant trees, and we are also doing a soil assessment, a land assessment. You can see the ground. It is not equal. There are so many ups and downs where the tractors cannot come in. So what we are doing is with the shovel, with our hand, we are digging the soil and then we are putting the plants and the fertilizers together. So I think it is very important. It is not only to do a rehabilitation, but also to do a comparative assessment of the land, trees and forest, and continuously do a comparative study of the new ones and the old ones, so that we can bring the rehabilitation back to what we want our forest to be like.
I've seen how the first thing we did is to measure the trees and to look what kind of species is in a transit and write that everything down, put everything also in a computer, and then after that learning how to look at the plants, if they're healthy or not.
It may not be original as it was, but to some extent possible. This greenery is being attempted by way of putting the seeds and these plants and digging the ground, making it soft and also fertilizing the area. And the life is coming back and the greenery is all over again. And we also observed that some animals, some creatures, some reptiles and also birds are coming back to the planted areas.
Mine rehabilitation is important because you want to restore the land with everything that was taken from the land, put it back so that the animals and everything can come back to that area.
I am very excited that ASI has decided to involve IPAF in this. Remember that the ultimate goal for us Indigenous people is that we don't just want to be consulted, that we want to lead the reclamation project. And this is what this project has taught us, that yes, it is doable, yes, it is possible, and that we can do it as Indigenous people.
Indigenous people is important to be a part of this project for mine rehabilitation and leading the project because they're the only one that knows how to restore their own land back to how it was before.
It's good because we can gain experience and learning from other people here. I want to gain some skills and experience so that I can take it back home and show it to my family or friends, even the community.
I'm taking back with me a lot of experiences and learning, especially the rehabilitation of this soil and also rehabilitation of forest and rehabilitation of the community as well.
Usually these trees that we see around here, they usually grow themselves nature's way, you know, and but we gotta give something back to nature and to the Mother Earth that we destroy.